Hi there, I'm Tara Lee, and this is your mindful movement moment or moments, about 5 minutes of things that you can do to bring in a little healing to your body, your mind, and your heart. I am on Whidbey Island at the beautiful Earth Sanctuary Garden, beautiful sculpture garden, memorial garden, started by Chuck Pettis and his family. If you're in the area, I would highly suggest a visit. It's a beautiful place with such wonderful intention. I love to come here to walk the paths and to rest at the different places for meditation and just to really ground myself. So I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a lot of frustration, exhaustion, irritation in the air. So what I do, I'd like to offer you a couple of practices that are really simple. The first is called 2 feet in a breath, and that's really all it is. So finding a good spot for your feet, maybe in a beautiful place like this, or maybe just in the grocery store line. Plant your feet, really feeling your toes, the edges of your feet, rooting down, imaginary roots growing down from your feet down into the earth. And if you're having a hard time, your brain is still busy doing what brains do, maybe sliding back and forth a little bit, maybe lifting up onto your toes and back onto your heels, something to let you move so that your brain can begin to rest. Bringing your feet into a centering, balancing place, and bringing your hands to your heart. This is coming home. Taking a nice deep inhale through your nose and out through your mouth. Take a couple of breaths like that. When you breathe in, allowing your tongue to float up into the roof of your mouth. Nice deep breath. And as you exhale, allowing your tongue to soften into your jaw. If you're really feeling some panic or just overwhelm, you can bring your one finger to a point between your fourth and fifth finger, right there, kind of at the edge where you can't really push anymore. There's a band of tendon right there. So right at that point, you can rest your finger there or you can tap gently. Find a rhythm that works for you. And then just breathe for a couple minutes. Or you can just rest your hand. Literally grounding ourselves pulls us out of stress response and it brings our energy down, and this helps settle us. The second one is a head hug. You bring your hand back, one hand to the back of your skull, right where your skull ends and your neck begins. Rest it right there. The other hand you bring to your forehead. So you have a measurable amount of electric magnetism in the palms of your hands, and that force, that magnetism has it's like a south-facing magnet. Your head is north, it's the top of your body. So when you bring your hands to your head like this, it's like you're connecting a battery. You are encouraging the flow of energy to move from the back towards the front of your head. So back at the back of your skull, what you're feeling right there is the base of the spine, and that is our million-year-old lizard brain. The hypothalamus, the amygdala, that part of your brain, that is in charge of your stress response, and it is instantaneous. When you feel triggered and you instantly respond, you can thank the lizard brain back there. Well, we need it. It's not a bad thing, but it's sure overactivated now. So bringing the energy forward from that lizard brain into the human part of your brain, the prefrontal cortex, this is where all of our good thinking happens. Good decision making, our inner wisdom. This is where hope and compassion and faith and forgiveness and all those things that we want more of in our life, they exist here. So the more we can bring our fingers to this point and feel that connection between our hands, take a nice deep inhale and exhale. I like to do this before I go to sleep at night. It helps to calm and settle my energy so that I can fall asleep a little more quickly. Well, that's about 5 minutes. I hope you've enjoyed this mindful movement Monday. We'll call these the M&Ms. I'd love to hear your comments or questions. I'll try to answer and respond to as much as I can. Peace and love.